Lightstar is a celestial channel, visionary artist, and Starseed ambassador. She is co-founder of Starseed Alliance International and serves as a catalyst and spiritual teacher to assist others in discovering their soul gifts. She also speaks over 20 universal galactic light languages to awaken and activate others. It is my pleasure to announce my friend, Lightstar.
Hi, everybody. How are you? Yeah, I think that's probably my height, right? Thank you, hon. Hey, you guys. How are you all doing? Everybody, that was like the perfect introduction in terms of yes, Alex, but also the music, because we switched the schedule, switched around a little bit, but this came perfectly because what I'm going to be talking about is like really was just perfect for being in the flow, and you guys needed to get some like movement in your body and just kind of getting some energy. So I'm going to have, I don't know, that was God speaking too, by the way. I just have this one screen up, and it's going to stay up the whole time because when I'm going to do some light languages a little bit, so that will come into play in terms of just activating you guys. But what I first want to just talk about just slightly here is, first of all, some of you that may not know what I am, who I am, all of that. I am a visual attunement artist, a celestial channel, and I speak a lot of languages. So I'm here to activate you guys. We hear a lot from everybody, and it's a lot of information, and the downloads come in. So I just wanted to also have it to drive this home, to actually bring in some of these star races and bring in some of these energies so that you can have an experience. I'm much more interested in you guys having an experience in your body. So we're going to do that, and it's going to be really awesome. But I first want to share a little bit about something that is very important this year. Okay, 2018, we started getting energetically a lot of energy coming in, okay? Yes, the cosmic waves, but also a lot of push for creativity. Now, I did a channeling that came through from a Ascended Master, Hilarion, and it was published in the Sedona Journal of Emergence, so you can go see it there. But I also was getting from that channeling that this is a year in particular for everybody to step up, to step into, and to express their creativity and the innovations and the ideas that you all have. This is something that we all need to do, okay? And it was very important in that channeling that there was stressed that all those ideas that you guys have, and I know some of you guys have these stuffed away underneath your bed or in your closet. Maybe it was an idea from a long time ago, and perhaps it was something that you wanted to do, but you just lost interest, or you lost the motivation, or you didn't think you could do it. Maybe it's a confidence issue. Maybe you thought, well, there's already 5-10 other people doing this, so what does it matter? They'll do it, or that kind of thinking, and it stopped some of us from actually creating and bringing these ideas forth. So what I feel was really important was to drive this message home. And how I wanted to do that, first of all, is to explain something that I've been working with for a number of years. And it's something called, what I'm calling the creativity matrix. This is an actual thing, it's a real thing, that you can extract all these amazing ideas and inspirations from. And what I want you to picture is a river. It's like a river flowing above your head. This is something that I was given information about, that this was primarily from the Pleiadians. They are one of the more creative races in all areas: music, science, art, writing, all different types of creative movement. And so they have given us a gift, and it's not just theirs alone. There was races of the Arcturian and also Lyran that have a very big part in this. So it's almost been handed down from generation to generation in a way from the cosmos and these different races. And the reason why it's important is because this is something that you all have access to. You may not know you have access to it, you've always had access to it. And the reason why they put this creativity matrix in place is primarily so that you can extract these ideas and not, you know that Travis Walton was talking about this too, about this free will zone, right? They can't infiltrate your free will. So they're not gonna always just come down and here you are, here's this idea, run with this, do this. They're not gonna tell you what to do, but all these ideas kind of go into this like creativity matrix and the stream, and every single little droplet of water, just in a visual sense, is one of those ideas, one of those nuggets, just an idea. And it could be, again, any of these areas of a creative idea and innovation, music, writing, artwork, all the things that are there to actually help our planet, all the environmental solutions that we're looking for, all of it's there. And actually, it's not to say that you wouldn't get your ideas directly from source or from your angels or from your own guides or your higher self. Yes, but this is an added bonus that they've given us to be able to reach up, grab a drink of water, literally, pull it down into your body and utilize it and go, okay, and run with it. Now, some of you I know have had this happen to you, where you've actually gotten this idea and you sat on it, just like I said earlier, maybe you sat on it for a really long time and you didn't do anything with it. And then 6 months, maybe a year goes by, you meet somebody else, same idea, and they're running with it, right? And you're like, well, that was supposed to be my idea. And yet, this is what happens. They're giving these ideas, and it's not just exclusive to one person. For one reason one of the reasons is so that somebody will pick it up and take it. Okay, because somebody might not, the other person might not, but then that third person is gonna go, yes, I'm gonna take it and run with it. So that's where, for the reason why that we need to be aware of this, because it's a gift and we have access to it, so why not utilize it? I've actually been using this in utilizing the inspiration that comes from this creativity matrix or this river of creativity to actually enact even in my own artwork and my own work that I'm doing and bringing forth new types of products and all of that, okay? So I want to implore you guys to really utilize, and all you have to do is by intention, sort of reach up and raising your frequency, raising your vibration up so that you can extract a bit of that water droplet. And it's also reciprocal. So if you have pulled out an old idea that you thought was awesome but you never did anything with it, and you know you're not gonna do anything with it. You're like, that's not for me, but it could be for somebody else, right? So you can take that idea and you can put it right back into that creativity matrix, energetically, frequency, and bringing that visualization up there and let it go into the river. Because where it's gonna go is downstream, and somebody else is gonna pick up that idea. Okay, so this is a lot of you we like to do give and take, right? It's like we give and then we receive and we give. And that is a beautiful way to keep this creativity cycle going so that all of you can bring forth your amazing ideas, because that's the important thing, is to bring those ideas into play. We have a lot of work to do. We have done a lot of work, but we still have a lot of work to do. And all of you guys right here in this room are a lot of the forebringers of this information, of these ideas, these ways to change it's not really for us. Stands with Bear and I talk about this a lot. What we're doing is actually for future generations after generations after generations, okay? That's what we do this for, is to activate so that your children and your children's children and your children's 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 children can have a better life here on earth and be activated and come in a lot more, have an easier time of it as well. So that's where I feel these ideas are like so vital for you guys to really harness them and to utilize this. So really, this is your homework. I wouldn't say your homework assignment. You're like, no, homework. But this is a fun homework assignment. This is just for you to, as you leave here, in terms of going home tonight or when you go home in a couple days or whenever, I want you to go through your closets, your drawers, underneath the bed, anywhere where you have stuffed an idea that you either thought was terrible or you didn't want to do it or you had lack of confidence, and pull it out and bring it into some kind of tangible form, or release it to the creativity matrix and let somebody else run with it, okay? So the drive was to bring it into practicality, bring it into a tangible form. Make notes on it, start your prototype, start doing things of it, no matter how you think about it in terms of this, knowing that these ideas are vitally important, especially what is this year? This is an 11 year, right, in numerology. This is 11. So 11 is a high power, highly creative, and genius level number. So this is the best year to pull those genius ideas down and start to work with them, okay? Does everybody get that? Okay, is everyone gonna do that? Raise your hand if you're gonna do that. Okay, awesome, yay! So that was the first most important kind of message that they wanted to drive home, was for you to be aware of this creativity matrix, to utilize it. It is your gift, and it is your right to use it in the way that can bring forth these positive changes, okay? So what I want to do with this, with talking about this creativity matrix, and to sort of amplify this for all of you, to bring it into that personal experience, I was told to do a couple of different light language activations, and they are going to be specifically anchoring these creativity codes. That's why I call it creativity codes up there, is bringing in these creativity codes. But I'm not going to necessarily tell you what exactly this is meaning and all of that, because I want you to have your own experience with it. And this is what light language is all about. How many in here are familiar with light language? Yes, a lot of you. Okay. How many of you speak light language? Really? I bet you a lot of people that didn't raise their hand actually do, and you probably don't even know it. I mean, I didn't know this, that I was speaking it since I was 9 years old, but I didn't know what it was until much later. So I guarantee you, a lot of you in here actually have language tucked away somewhere. And I believe, it is my belief, that everyone has what I call a mother tongue. So all of you have a language that is most comfortable, the most comfortable, the most that just natural, that just comes out. And that's where you guys come into being courageous enough to bring forth your own mother tongue, okay? Not everybody is gonna speak maybe 20, 50, whatever languages, because it may not be something that is, vitally important or one of your roles. It is one of my roles, and so that's why a lot of them are coming in, but everybody speaks a mother tongue, and at least one of. So with that said, so when I'm gonna bring through is the first thing they tell me is to bring in the Pleiadian. And because we've been talking about the Pleiadians are the closest connection to us, especially with this creativity matrix, and they're very active with us in our dream time, also in our waking state, and in all of our creative projects. So I wanted to bring forth this energy. Now, when I'm speaking light language, you guys and your job over there is to listen from the heart. Don't try to interpret it with the mind or try to figure out every little word that's being said, because you're just not going to get it that way. This is all a heart energy language, allowing the energy to move into your body however it wants to move, okay? There's no rhyme or reason. You might get tingles. You might get something comes down your shoulders. That's where I get a lot of language that comes forth. And when I speak it, it also reverberates through my body, and I'm as a tuning fork. That's how I describe the energy. I'm not channeling a specific being, but I am bringing forth the transmission of the energy of the race that I'm calling forth or bringing forth. So I want you to think of it almost as if a council of energies that brings forth and then comes through my body and reverberates out, and then it's picked up by each individual here who will receive it differently, interpret it differently, experience it differently, okay? So let me just go ahead and bring this forth, okay? So again, this is Pleiadian. I want you guys to close your eyes when you're doing this. I may be moving my hands, but it's more important for you guys to kind of go into your own body and the flow and the energy of it, okay? Melai hanai hasola, sula kalehinai, vola shohosoko maalme kera, suhukua, haleme halisha, sohokea, ulani asoma shea kukuna, mesa haini alahi te hakagiam, ulasia masheoma, veranai, Zuara kakuraime, usho sumariata, sultani ela ta santae homa, variaka kini ushos wol, wokun wale, masu ushi ukula, kukula, semi yashu shuno, so kukiwa naito homa, voish shas asini. Ukikia nala, tu so meara tierra kai, ushukua, tayana, wemas, usosona alike, mesa wea, Fahrenheit, sulu humala keanan, dala, surma, vesura, kurama, aleso, ushilea kaeni, Usaniaraniato urariananiaratar. Everybody take a nice deep breath in and pull that energy into your heart, all the way through into your body. And those of you that would even like to energetically pull down one of those beautiful ideas or inspirations, allowing it to come into your body, circulating around in your energy field, going through your chakras. And take another nice deep breath in. Good. Okay, so that was opening the heart space. We're going to just go into, I kind of like to roll with about 3 or 4 languages. This one was really opening the heart and bringing in a lot of these frequencies for you guys to experience and feel, okay? And for those of you, the image on the right-hand side is the one related to the Pleiades. This is my Pleiades star angel. And so the energy of the 7 sisters, the Pleiades, is kind of incorporated through the 7-pointed star, as well as the energy of that high heart frequency and the heart itself of the Pleiadian energy, okay? So what I want to also bring forth, they're telling me, is to bring forth some Lyran energy, because the Pleiadian energy connects with the heart, right? It actually energetically connects with the heart. Lyran energy for me, and the energy that comes forth, is through the 2nd chakra. And the 2nd chakra is creativity. So imagine that, right? It's the creative life force that we all have, not just creative ideas. So the energy that wants to come forth is to stimulate some of this creative life force for you guys. And this also has to do with those feeling low energy, or again, not feeling like they belong here or whatnot. Yes, you belong here. But it's also bringing that really strong energy of life force, creativity, intimacy as well, and connectivity, okay? So everyone close your eyes once again. Ranar nera, kursto rumarar, zernu kurusto koramarai, veriara nara kakaria masor, vurustor diranar, kurmira saragaria, uronosto kuripiaran. Tarirnia kukuiar nara sarumak viera. Sorukukiera. Tarneria soruma. Kursto turia rnekiria rnarade. Tarirumaka. Urustu turia kipiernar. Teriria zanariak. Rosto parshishianara. Ruturi, rumara, urusto vera tara, carero mara, vederi zuri, diridu rumara dan, cardinedi tira, surrutu kukurnara, vesto, turutu, karmata de erne, surruti rushtara cari eroma, rost, Rutu gurmardaro kokoro zorikutu urutu roma rotoroso ovrinir tiri rosto to kornara daria. And again, take a nice deep breath in, and we're pulling that and rooting that all the way into the ground as well, into Mother Gaia. Pulling all of these creative energies and this life force energy to make it real, to make it tangible on the earth and in your life, making this real. So just allowing this to work around in your body and in your energy field any way that it wants to upgrade, shift, transform, energize. And now I want to bring in another energy here. This is the one to the left side. Which is my right amount? That is my left, or somebody's left. This is the Arcturian energy, okay? And the Arcturian energy also has a huge play in the creativity matrix as well. This image is called Arcturian or Arcturus Infinity Mind. Now, the Arcturians are extremely powerful when it comes to clearing the mind. And so I associate this with the third eye, okay? So the third eye is all about clearing the mind, clearing, also opening up your vision and your pineal gland, as we talked about earlier, but it's clearing, okay? And it's also bringing that visionary sense, that intuitiveness, and they're very, very effective at doing that, okay? So we want to also bring this into play. So how many are familiar with Arcturian energies? Okay, quite a few of you. Okay, so this is going to be really awesome. I really want you to kind of visualize this kind of going into your third eye and clearing, and this is going to clear a lot of the scattered thinking, confusion, negative energies that might be in your energy field, and all of that kind of lower frequency thinking, things that limit you. Okay, we're going to be opening up to limitless. Okay, so everyone close your eyes again. Today's Sedona to Koshin Te, Das Dana Dedi, Tu Tuni Titi Ki Istuta Anta Ta La Kashishinti. Tu kun manatata su tu kun tushi itute ente inte tu shunanarkata te su kun manata usi tu unte de te garanatari e subashi shine te knia tarathan to usu kush is ustene etem karalanti kush sumba ashpdean te kutu unutu Sutu utu ishinsen ete ikiti entero utiri iturum atarat anta ku duri entur udusuma ta kati ti sutu to kuniti ti otun okuri etuton sam tari is
Sushi til it, kutonam natat, sa til lik, san til ist, susunanatak, batidi utunona akaren, tu atan ati, shin so unterete. And everybody take a breath in with that one, and we're going to focus on clearing that mind, clearing all the scattered thoughts out of the way, allowing your body to just open up and expand to your own limitlessness in this life and beyond, and in the other dimensions. And I want to do this is my own mother tongue, which I didn't do for quite some time. I didn't share that with people. It was kind of a private thing for a while. And then I was getting to be able to share that with people for allowing you to hear what a mother tongue really sounds like, even though a lot of yours may be different. I'm not saying it's going to sound like mine. This goes really, really rapid, and I can't slow it down because it's not supposed to be slowed down. But I wanted to share, it's an integrative kind of energy that's coming through, so it'll help to kind of integrate some of all of this that we just did today. So again, we're just going to listen with the heart and just integrate in your own body and in your chakras, okay? So close your eyes, anchor in. Narana kishikot krum the grash kitiat grass, o to kriyesh kitiat and the cat krum kriyesh kitano, o to kriyesh kutin, and the geese in it, the kriyesh kutkana, the krum, the kriyesh kitiat ground krum, the graph kriyesh kitiat krum, so to kriyesh kitiat grana, the kriyaskun, o to air, o to kriyesh kitiat grant, the kriyaskun, to the kriyesh kitiatan, it's to the ashkanam, very kotographav, areas to krumativish, sunny katakan, all the kriyesh kutun, enemies to ish, she it's good to to the Eshkitat enemy of the it, so the Krashkitat and you to make a fish to go to go. So the Eshkitat Anna to you to the Anjat East could under on the edge. To the Ushkit eat a can and to get the ground of Ashkit uno to the Ashkut owner, the Atikas the Eshkit on the Ashkati are sunny are. Everybody take a deep breath in and just imagine and visualize your entire body actually becoming more integrated and balanced, harmonized, if you will. So hopefully that gave you guys some grounding and some energizing and some upliftment. Whatever is meant for you, again, it's going to be different for everybody. I've been involved with light languages for I'd be doing light language, and 4 people are all going to get 4 different interpretations of what was happening. So that's why I stopped doing these interpretations word for word. But I do know what's coming through energetically, and I do know the overall energies that are happening, but I don't know how it's affecting each one of you because it's going to be different. So don't expect it to be the same as your neighbor. It might be very different for you, and some of you may not feel it now, but you'll feel it tonight, tomorrow, next week, and that starts to unfold, okay? So I want to open it up just in case anybody has any questions about anything or something they want to ask about light language or whatever. Yes? Yes, I do. Would you like? Yes, I have a whole, my whole chakra light language activation and clearing does connect each one with the different chakras. So the Syrian connects with the throat. So throat portal. And yes, it's very powerful. It's a very powerful throat activator. So is that a request? I think I did it last year, so I felt like, I was trying to do different ones. But yeah, are you serious? You seriously want that? Okay. Sorry, everybody makes that joke. It's just, okay. So seriously, they do. Okay, I'm stopping. Okay, so yes, I will do this one. So everybody take a nice deep breath in, and you can focus on your throat as well. It's just be very, very activating. Estalak, entekelak, vences oklak, sut ok olak amaste bek, shenestek. Sok lokutuk alak malakashik sok loshun tali bestenelak ustoku maki vishikiana Sakia sok tok lakalamakshis sok visuk ushishak lakinik som arakalak vensokashi shukupa shanat vestu bek veshu kukulak ulakakele ale ki usto alamaka atut sok veshi vesh umalakek vanest duk ulokuma fashek subai kan lakish varanso umakaf bashye. And breathe that into your throat, opening that up. As you can tell, it's very activating for the throat area. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. Does anybody else have any other last minute questions? Anything they want to ask about it? Oh, one over here.
Last year we spoke about my son, and he
Yes.
was speaking light language still, and people would kind of say, oh, he needs to speak English. And now I have a 2-year-old who is kind of having the same issue. She only speaks a couple words in English, but she speaks frequently and clearly, very fluently in this other language, and she'll speak to me and I'll know what she's saying, but when she speaks to anyone else, they think it's just baby gibberish.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to explain to these people
Yeah,
what she's saying.
it's kind of tough, yeah. Is this the Elven? Because I remember this was the Elven. Yes. Is she speaking the same one?
No,
Different. Yeah.
but I'm just wondering, because her dad's been working with her on, speaking normally, she's doing well with that, but I want to help her to stay anchored into what she's got so she doesn't lose it.
Yeah. Well, it is, and that's a really good point because actually we all pretty much are speaking our own mother tongue when we get here. People think it's baby talk. It's not baby talk. It's actually, what do? We get taught English, French, German, whatever, and then we lose our own ability to our own mother tongue. So one of the most important things is to, especially when you have children starting like that, is to encourage them to still continue to speak it. They may go like, well, I don't want to do that anymore because my friends think I'm weird. That's when you have to have these constant conversations about what it is and what she's speaking. You're speaking, you can even, if the religion, kind of gets with everybody, but speaking your connection to God, to creators, to, life force, that's your connection to God. That's your own, language. And to continue that and to let people know, let your kids know, we're just getting there. So it's not like everybody's understanding everything. And, it's not, a lot of kids are going to make fun of other kids that are speaking it. This is really starting to become more in the world, but yet also not completely accepted yet. So the more you can have your child and continue to do that, encourage them to do it, and watch them if they start tapering off. Hey, whatever happened to that language that let's speak it. Let's do it together. Maybe sharing yours with so that they can feel more comfortable with it here on the planet. It's not an easy thing to be bringing out light language, let me tell you. I have a whole story about that. I come from a corporate background. I'm like, did I ever think I was going to be speaking light language? Never. This was the furthest thing ever. And I think this is what's happening with the world is more people are coming into this. And we need to encourage people to do it, not do the opposite. And what we've been doing is that, oh, that's weird. That's crazy. That doesn't make any sense. And I know somebody that speaks many languages on the earth, like earth languages, French, German, English, and also speaks light language. And they're the same. They're saying the same thing. It's like it's a language of the heart. It's a language of the soul. It has nothing to do with the earth languages. So stop trying to interpret it like that. I can't stress that enough. To stop trying to interpret it word for word because we're trying to associate a 3-dimensional overlay of language onto a 5D and above way of being in our soul. And it just isn't the same thing. I understand some people want to understand what they're saying, and I get that. You can get the overall energetics, but we need, because I had a lot of people that email can you interpret this word for word? I'll be like, I could, but I'm not going to, because it's not helpful for us to keep that same mentality of 3D languages with light language. It's a completely different thing. So please encourage others. Yeah.
I have a question on all these light languages that seem to be coming forward. Do you think it's an acceleration process for our ascension?
And most of us, we've already ascended on other planets, right? Do you guys agree? We haven't done this the first time. As we always say, this is not our first barbecue. We've done this before. And so it's just a remembrance. That's what I feel is happening, is that we're opening up our energies. We're beginning to remember who we are, the power of our soul. And yes, it is propelling into the ascension process. But to me, I see it as like it's something we've already known. We just forgot. We forgot who we are. And now we're remembering. Because I see light language as opening up wider and wider like never before. I mean, it's incredible. And so to think about this is actually an attribute to our own evolution and to our own growth and our own spiritual growth. So I say, yay, kudos to everybody who's bringing this, to bring it forth, to not have the fear of, whoa, I don't want to say that. It's going to sound weird. You know, I'm going to be like the tin hat person up there, you know. I've gone through that, trust me. And now I'm just like, I don't even think that way at all anymore about it, because it's so widely accepted and people are wanting to learn more and more and more, okay? So great questions. Thank you guys so much. And I'm going to be here today, tomorrow. I don't have a table here, but I am here, and I have my Magical Dimensions Oracle deck if you want to come up and find out how you can get a hold of that. It is finally finished and completed, and it's the most awesome deck in the whole entire world. Yes, it is. And I actually even just got, I'm saying it, okay, because it happened. It's going to be about a year, but I just got signed from a French publication, so it's going to be going into translation into French as well. So that'll happen in the next year or so. So come find me. I'm here. I love you guys, and I hope you guys got activated from everything. Lots of love.